year, new grind. I got a question for you. Are you living life, or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life, or is life living you? Less than unstoppable, the international world tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. This year we're taking this thing global. 27 cities, Toronto, London, Paris, Rome. We're coming to impact 1 billion people. If you are serious about success, be at one of these events. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com. When you truly buy into your dream, the future will not make you out a liar. Opportunity stalks people that know what they want in life. Now the people closest around you will be the last to see the change in you. Class is in session. Fire truth music. Now the foundation of greatness is built on the crown, with each letter of the word crown representing a law or element of success that we must tap into if we want to go to that next level. Now C is the first letter in the word crown, and it stands for consistency. What you do day to day consistently will reveal to the world your true level of commitment. The first page in my book says success is a marathon of consistency, walked out one day at a time. It's not a sprint. Now hear me out. When effective action marries consistency, greatness is born. That next level greatness is birthed out of consistently aligning your mind, mouth, and actions with the fundamental laws of success. Our everyday world is just the sum total of our most dominant thought patterns. Lack, sickness, and failure cannot sustain themselves in an environment of high vibrational thoughts. If you think greatness, if you constantly meditate on the things that it takes to go to that next level, the next level must bow to you. When you truly buy into the dream, your actions will reflect that which you have bought. A thought sustained long enough will eventually produce an equivalent outcome. Small, aligned actions wrapped with consistency eventually produce massive results. The process of success requires you dominating every second of the day. To go to that next level, you have to dominate the small things. If you dominate the small things, eventually the big things will come bow to you. Real faith will bend and shape reality. That brings us to R, the second letter in the word crown, and that R stands for real. The key to liberation is embracing your own truth. It's keeping it real with yourself and those around you. A disciplined mind rooted in truth can do the impossible. When you align yourself with the real, all the barriers, obstacles, and limitations that you felt in your life will begin to dissolve and dissipate right before your eyes. Those who wrap themselves in truth become unstoppable. Those who don't respect truth will choke on the lies and illusions of life. Surround yourself with those who cannot breathe without keeping it real. Success stalks those who wear authenticity. In today's world, real is rare, and anyone who can boldly commit to it will have a lane all to themselves. Truth is the couture for greatness, and every time you face something you fear in truth, you go to a deeper level of growth, awareness, and personal power. Those who chase trends instead of pursuing their own truth disqualify themselves from greatness. If you want to have a niche, an advantage in business, make real your foundation. Every decision you make for your business, filter it through the value of being real. Be real with your customers. Be real with your employees. Be real with yourself. Those who can keep it real are in the least contested, least competitive, but most in demand market there is in the business place today. Truth is the language of those who are alive. To walk in truth is to vibrate at the highest level of human existence. The world does not need another carbon copy of somebody that you admire. You can learn from them, yes, but eventually you have to be you, the one God designed you to be. The DNA that you have on the inside of you has greatness in it. Some of you want the approval of others more than you want success, and that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why. See, the need for approval pollutes the raw truth required to achieve greatness. Now the third letter in crown is O, and that O stands for own it. Never rent, lease, or borrow success. Own it. Decide what it is that you really want in life. Then plant your flag deep down in that dirt. Go put the money down at the title office, get the deed. Go get the U-Haul, pack your stuff up, and move there and never leave. Your work ethic will reveal to the world whether you are a permanent resident of success or whether you are just a tourist passing through. Only when good stops being enough will greatness reveal itself. Some say they are loyal to greatness, but in reality they have a mistress called average. Stop having affairs with mediocrity and own that which you say you want. If you really want to taste greatness, then you have to be willing to give up and let go of every belief system, every word, thought, and action that is keeping you at the level you are at now. Champions make adjustments, not excuses. Winners take full responsibility of their outcomes. They own their situations. In order for self-help books, positive quotes, or motivational videos to change your life, they have to be absorbed more than just in your mind. They have to take root down in your spirit. Someone with real faith needs no external validation. They just own their dream with absolute belief. Own it. That brings us to the fourth letter in crown, W, which stands for winners win. See, champions that win on a consistent basis, they do so because they think different. You see, winners refuse to go to bed until they are better than they were yesterday. If average is not good enough and greatness is what you want, then you have to create an environment conducive for that. Now, I grew up in North Alabama, and college football is all we know. From the time I was 1 week old, I was sitting on my daddy's knee watching Bear Bryant lead his team out on the field. He created a culture there at the University of Alabama that is still alive today. Back in Coach Bryant's time, they used to play 12 games a year. To go 11-1 was an off year. See, in most schools, 11-1 would have got you a raise, would have put you in the Hall of Fame there at the university. With 14-1, beat every opponent by 10 plus points during the regular season. One of the greatest seasons of all time, but they did not win the championship. It was a failure this year. And if you don't believe me, just look how many coaches are on staff this year that was on staff last year. Winners win. Now, growing up, I was a national champion in martial arts, 4-time state champion, trained with the Olympic team. And people used to ask me, do your parents put you under all the stress to win all the time? I said, no. This is my identity. This is who I am. The desire to win comes from the inside out, not the outside in. Winners have it on the inside. The times I experience the most discontentment or the most stress is when I'm not living up to my own inner standard. Not the standard that somebody put on me, but the standard that I live by. The one that's on the inside of me. The DNA or that red clay mud that I come from that says 11-1 is not good enough. Winners win. Now, Dabo Sweeney took that same culture, that same way of thinking, that mindset, that heart, that DNA of greatness. He took it over to Clemson. He exported the culture, the environment, the mindset, and set it up in Clemson. The results speak for themselves. 2 national championships later, winners win. Whatever you win in the mind, you will eventually win in the body. Whatever you conquer in the mental, you will eventually conquer in the physical. You gotta win first in your mind. That brings us to the last letter in crown, which is N, which stands for no excuses. Some of you need to hear me now. Champions don't make excuses, champions make adjustments. Average is a deadly, rapid spreading disease. This plague is responsible for killing the aspirations and dreams of millions. If you have to fail at something in life, let it be mediocrity. Being a champion in life requires understanding every aspect of your opponent. And the best way to do this is to look in the mirror. That's your opponent right there, you. If you spend as much time grinding and doing the things that it takes to be successful as you did running your mouth, giving excuses to why you couldn't do something, you would already have success right now. Every time you pop up in my news feed, I see another excuse from you. Somebody don't believe in you. Somebody won't open the door for you. They won't give you an opportunity. You say you lost that promotion to politics. You say you can't go to the next level because of your skin color. You too tall, you too short, you too fat, your background, you don't have the right connections, you don't come from the country club. All of that is just an excuse. Stop whining and start grinding. Nothing can be denied the one that won't be denied. Your legacy won't be defined by how many supporters you have, but rather how you responded when people didn't support you. The moment you no longer need the validation of others to keep going is the moment you become unstoppable. When you can get to the point that your demeanor doesn't change when people don't support you, then you are ready for success. The people destiny has assigned to you will recognize your talent. Those who don't are not part of your destiny. Now to close out, I want you to say this with me. From this moment forward, I declare war on mediocrity. Average is the plague and I will have nothing to do with it. I will not live financially limited any longer. I will not make excuses for my own actions. I will own my dream with my mind and my actions. I will refuse to concede to any other outcome than the one I believe for. I will go to war with being overweight, with being somebody else that I was never meant to be. I will live in truth every single moment of my life. I will no longer bow to fear. I will make fear bow to me. Failure is not an option for me. No matter how many times I get knocked down, I will keep getting back up. And when I'm dead and gone and they put me in the ground, they will say, there lies a person who truly lived. This is Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable. And to God be the glory. Fire true music, keep burning. Truth is the new black, the couture for greatness. Get your t-shirts now at blessedandunstoppable.com. Join the movement. As believers, we all have God's power in us. The more we walk in the knowledge of that power, the more we can impact the world. The world says no, God says yes. Come on, straight to the top, won't accept nothing less. That's right. I stay prayed up, the secret to success. Work, grind till you glow, the art of greatness. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. Work, winners and champions, I run with the best. Blood, sweat and tears, I gotta be the best. Young and motivated, guidance who I roll with. Work, blessed and unstoppable, shout it can't miss. God still moves, shout it live this. Mouth on fire, I'm young and restless. Straight to the top, won't accept nothing less. In the lab every day, product of the process. Grind till you glow, the art of greatness. I stay prayed up, the secret to success. Tell the world says no, but my God says yes. Come on. If you on trial today for the charge of wanting to be successful, would a jury of 12, without a shadow of a doubt, be able to convict you? Your work ethic is your transportation. And my question for you today is, where is your vehicle taking you? Your daily routine must be structured in a way that it becomes a weapon for your success. I challenge you in your field to dissect and study the legends. If you want to be great, you gotta know what greatness looks like. If you want to be the best, There's a lot of things in your life right now that you're gonna have to get rid of. You gotta put your mind, your body, and your spirit in an environment conducive for success. You hear us all day as teachers saying you gotta work hard if you wanna be successful. But there's another element to it. You gotta be working hard at doing the right things. You can practice all day, but if you're practicing it the wrong way, you're not gonna get to where you wanna go. Talent wins games. Consistency wins championships. Don't let complacency steal greatness from you. Average people have a hard time wrapping their mind around greatness. In turn, it's hard for a champion to have a conversation with them. Decisions ignite the explosion of change. So you gotta make a decision. Do you wanna be great or not? Because what that requires is you burning the boats. See, you got a backup plan right now, and that's your problem. The people you going up against, they don't got a plan B. It's all or nothing for them. They ain't taking days off, they going all in. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. Winners and champions, I run with the best. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. Winners and champions, I run with the best. To reach beast mode, you need 4 things. Number 1, you need a why so strong that no excuse or obstacle can stand in its way. Number 2, you gotta put in place an inner standard that won't accept anything but absolute greatness. Number 3, you gotta have a level of faith that allows God to shore up any lack of talent or weaknesses that you might have. Number 4, you gotta have a laser focus that gives birth to unwavering consistency. This will allow you to perform at the highest level at all times. Now, many of you are trying to become millionaires on a middle class why. You can't go to the next level on the same level why. Now let me give you a quote from Ayn Rand. The question isn't who is gonna let me, it's who is going to stop me. Now that's beast mode. I'd rather partner with somebody like that who's got a high school degree going all in than to partner with somebody from Harvard who's got a PhD that's half-stepping, that's tiptoeing. Christopher Columbus said, you can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Going all in is faith displayed in action. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish has a why level required to bring it about. Many of you are half-stepping because you doubt your own talent and ability. Now the way to fix that is to shift your trust off yourself and onto God and His ability to make it happen. When you put your trust in the right place, all the hesitation you got will dissolve. If you're gonna make a mistake, make it full speed. The question isn't who is gonna let me, it's who's gonna stop me. You see, champions are just average, everyday people who decided to put it on the line and go all in. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. Winners and champions, I run with the best. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. Winners and champions, I run with the best. It ain't like it used to be. There's so much competition out there. It's survival of the fittest. Talent ain't enough. This world is interconnected now. There's talent all over the world. Now it comes down to who wants it the most. Being a champion is a choice. How bad do you want? Deep into that darkness peering. Long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. The key to success is finding a dream that inspires you so much you're willing to lay it all on the line for it. Dream bigger. You gotta get out of that comfort zone. That's the cemetery. Take the limits off of God. Set massive goals and wrap them in faith and believe. Doubt has you living in a box. And the only way you're gonna get out of there is faith. Success requires learning how to effectively navigate the things that you do not control. Having an MBA or a PhD will not ensure your success, but perseverance will. Whatever your major is make sure that you take Faith 101. It's not on the required educational curriculum. But I can tell you right now, if you want to be successful, you better be fluent in it. You can only go as far in life as your mind and your grind will carry you. Pick your profession just like you would your soulmate. Marry the one that sets you on fire. How bad do you want it? Now I'm gonna close out with Aristotle. He said, first, you gotta have a definite, clear, practical, ideal goal and objective. Second, have the necessary means to achieve your ends. The wisdom, money, materials, and methods. And last, adjust all your means to the end. Even 2,000 years ago, these guys understood that if you want to be successful, you got to be willing to go all in. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. Winners and champions, I run with the best. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. 120 beast mode, all in, nothing less. Winners and champions, I run with the best. Let's confirm this message with the word. And Jesus said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God. Go all in and don't look back. I'm Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs find truth to breathe, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs find truth to burn, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. When everything is normal, you don't feel normal. The stability of our wild controls the chaos. I love the perfect amount of what you are, but you can't tell the future. Emotional chaos. The armies of fear gather at the gate of our lips. I love breathing out the epicenter of foolishness. After we collided, we understood the forbidden words, and with this knowledge we dove backwards in time. Your hands like lips, kissing my soul, but my needs here play second to ghosts. Just karmic flames, slaves to the sun. Butterfly chains bind us as one. Your hands like lips, kissing my soul, but my needs here play second to ghosts. Just karmic flames, slaves to the sun. Butterfly chains bind us as one. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Love needs find truth to breathe, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Love needs find truth to burn, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. Let your wind declare the death of day. Say what needs to be said, okay, okay. The conversations of your waves calm my soul, while the birds of your air gather for dinner. Palm trees bowing, paying homage to you. The moon a referee so determined to keep order. Your voice the language of all wisdom. Baptism, conscious water, blessed by the Father. The hand of night waves down to the mortals, while ancient mysteries are revealed in the silence. Your children the ducks that dream on the rocks. The ocean docks protecting the pharaohs, arrows. I sit still, won over by your serenity, meditating in the temple of your harbor, hanging on to every unsaid word, too scared to say what needs to be said. I can't find the words. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs find truth to breathe, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs find truth to burn, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. I fell asleep inside a glass of water as the trees of paradise murdered the apples. Good and evil moved to their feeding grounds while the door of flames came down to me. Day and night wrestle, but my sleep is deep. Drunk on dreams, I float through the twilight. The cool, moist air, ignorant of the sunlight. Her freezing silence pierces my ears. Death the stare that stalks new minds. Who dare walk through the womb of time? Touches of anger light the way. Hail the thief that stole the day. The moment is near. I said the moment is near, the truth is here, the moment is near. Surreal. Death the stare that stalks new minds. Who dare walk through the womb of time? Touches of anger light the way. Hail the thief that stole the day, the moment is near. I said the moment is near, but the truth is here. The moment is near. Death the stare that stalks new minds. Who dare walk through the womb of time? Touches of anger light the way. Hail the thief that stole the day. Poor pockets hide under the leaves. Who can stand the shade of trees? Worthless greed in the many voices. Seduce the broken into sinful choices. Exhausted birds soar through tainted clouds, while empty mouths preach their gospel. Their lives the winner of 1,000 years, but now the blind see what's possible. Blue eyes true on doubt and fear. Who dare listen with hungry ears? I say, blue eyes true on doubt and fear, but who dare listen with hungry ears? 1,000 years. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs fine truth to breathe, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs fire and truth to burn, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. I'm so excited to finally meet me. The long-awaited reunion has arrived. Will I be disappointed in me? Will I even recognize that which I am? Who knows the stairs that I must climb in order to wave at the illusions? Blurry am I through the blemishes. I long to escape these chains. Hidden am I through ignorance. I long to roam the skies. Lies on the mind of a dead man walking. If you listen at dawn, you'll hear the sun talking. I caught a glimpse of myself as I stared into the water. The one I saw was so standoffish, but I was drawn to his cathartic eyes. It was like I knew I was here for a reason. The me that waved at me knew he was destined for something. Immense joy radiated from the reflection, as if it had traveled decades to find me. I bathed so long in the not knowing that the lukewarm has swallowed me alive. My tears have created their own river, their salt water washing away all that wasn't. I sit under the tree having mystical conversations, captivated by the stranger who knows who I am. I am so excited to finally discover me. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs fine truth to breathe, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. How many ways can I say what you don't believe? How many seconds do I have before you leave? Our love needs fire and truth to burn, but wood is scarce for the one betrayed. Blaze. My broken is broken. Emotional tokens. No sense arguing. Guilt has spoken. Pain is showing. Tears are flowing. No sense running. The end is blowing. We both know it. Tension growing. No sense lying. Our eyes show it. Dramatic poses. Dead black roses. No sense fighting. My broken is broken. No sense in us fighting. My broken is broken. Truth to womb, where change happens. She wearing mask, addicted to applause clapping, dying for attention. We murder ourselves, selling our souls just to erase ourselves, pretending to be someone else. The burden is heavy. It's time for revolution, but no one's ready. Rejected at the salon like Paul Cezanne. Dreams assassinated in Florida like Trayvon. Slow to make changes, but time moves fast. When I hear the law, still stuck in the past. The last one hurt us bad, won't do that again. Strangers to ourselves, married to fads and trends. No friends, just actors on a tiny stage. Circus sideshow, monkeys in a cage. Begging to be heard, but no one seems to hear. Still looking for Van Gogh in his left ear, but Rachel hasn't. Begging to be heard, but no one seems to hear. Still looking for Van Gogh in his left ear, but Rachel hasn't. Prostituting ourselves in exchange for attention. Dying to be loved, but our soul is missing. Nothing is everything, said the Red Mistress. Her lips drip scandal. His blonde got the trophy, but she got his truth. They pay to breathe his ego, but her love is on sale. Her skin tastes like cigarettes, and he just loves that nicotine. Her legs like pythons, squeezing his soul, pulling him deeper into that forbidden place. Liquor on their breath, they just enjoy the immoral, mocking the sacred vows of eternal fidelity. Guilt a stranger from some faraway land. They seek the shadows in the rush of getting caught. Steamy embraces that make others uncomfortable, but this is their world and they just love it here. Bold fools that kiss each other's lives, showering after in the warm water of erotic lies to cover lies. They sing them like hymns. Their dangerous appetites jeopardize more than just them. Nothing is everything, said the red mistress. Her lips drip scandal. His blonde got the trophy, but she got his truth. They pay to breathe his ego, but her love is on sale. Is it love that you seek? Or is it that you just love a challenge? You seem real comfortable eating from my table until it was your time to cook. When the real got real, your music wasn't music at all. Fear swallowed the harmony. The duet became a solo. A stranger's lust fed the attention you crave. I struggled for months to comprehend your ways. See, you were more comfortable with someone hurting you than someone actually loving you. Bitterness crawls at my teeth, the awful taste of your memory. It's okay to die, but I won't bleed to death for the timid. It's okay to lose, but I won't give my dignity away to a stranger. You laughed at the flowers that begged to know you. You mocked the bear that was there to save you. My desert never watered by your words. My language never spoken by your lips. That fool that cried by the pool for your presence, he left the land of lies and became a king to someone. When real got real, your music wasn't music at all. The illusion of sound. I say when real got real, your music wasn't music at all. It was just the illusion of sound. Does it make you uneasy to be in love with someone so disturbing? Has your lust diminished, or can I still enjoy your immoral blanket? How damp does the garden get when I tease your mind with looks of punishment? Are you still addicted to my sadistic ways, or have you returned to the dead beds of your past? What makes your spirit calm like the peace of my aggression? Where is the bottom of heaven, your forbidden Amazon of ecstasy? Why do you melt in the scorching heat of my cold? How deep is your love for the one who paints your soul? I said, how deep is your love for the one who paints your soul? Why do you melt in the scorching heat of my cold? Where does the rose grow when watered with your suffering? What makes you think you can hide from the one who raised you? How bad do your eyes seek to inhale my pleasure? Does drinking my release nourish your famished veins? Do you think you're invisible behind that facade you wear? Where, my precious one, can we get lost on Egyptian clouds? Why do you sweat in the passion of my cold? How deep is the love for the one who paints your soul? Lusting to sink their teeth in the still flesh. Starving airbrush wolves stalk the trail of lambs. Relentless northern waves pound the desert of exile, while the gambler of the forest wears a darker shade of rose. Sympathy wanes for the compulsive liar. He cannot escape the truth of his lies. 67 patients wrestling with insanity. Their forgotten souls sentenced to barbaric treatment. Barefoot thoughts dancing on naked razors, causing unbearable migraines that sing parables of wisdom. Young confused lovers stare at their dead victims, bleeding with arrogance, no hard feelings, they say. Shaken by reality, crazies run the yard. Their hard truths die slow to the voice of rejection, traversing the damp, half-lit rooms of despair, while psychotic harmonies taunt their sanity. Life has its detours, just as white has its bride, who can climb the cliffs of remorse with a knife in their side, hidden away in secret mind caves, huddled around fires to warm the wounds of pain. Bewildered souls fondled by ghosts, boasting of a tomorrow that doesn't exist. Divine hands reaching out of the trees with familiar fingertips that we have known for centuries. Children of madness. Insanity, the naivety of blind love. My mind without a soul was lost in despair. Out of nowhere, our paths intertwined. Your sublime introduction introduced me to me. Skeptical at first, I was slow to accept my truth, so instead, I ravished your thoughts with possibility. Had fierce conversations that brought the mirror closer, but my eyes weren't ready to see the raw reflection. Now when real got real, the boogeyman returned. The frightening thought of being vulnerable at such levels. It was much easier to hide on the surface. The comfort and safety of meaningless intimacy. There's nothing really intimate about it, is there? See, your willpower was no match for the gates of lust. The need of feeling wanted while you maintain control. But empty are the sheets for those who lay with zombies. Your mind longing to be appreciated like your body. Surely somebody will numb out my memory. But the days are accelerating into brutal loneliness. Some mistakes haunt us for an entire lifetime. Back then, I just didn't know my worth. Our music was beautiful, but you had no words, nor any appreciation for the Shakespeare I gave you. In the mirror, I saw the future and how you betrayed me. The naivety of blind love. I said in the mirror, I saw the future and how you betrayed me. Your presence all-consuming, I burn with intensity. Your hair doing ballet in the wind, I'm consumed by your rhythm. Your grace and steady poise, the match that ignites desire. Your eyes drunk with innocence, serenading the beast in me. Your face glows with serenity, I'm infected with love. Your energy intoxicating, my veins on fire with music. Cause your truth is gorgeous, I sit in awe of your ways. Your body pulls my soul, I sit in awe of your ways. I hunger for you. Gentle terrorism, violent compassion, lusting for power and to rule the globe. Wild hope, stoic chaos, the flaws of man corrupting pure ideology. Cold summers, scorching winters, red ideas struggling to give birth. Cursed, steel flesh, iron lies, revolution spreading like a virus of the mind. I'm talking selfish clarity, stingy giving, infinite political icons just discovering themselves. Cherished trash, truthful lies. The master you've created will eat its own blind clarity. Wicked innocence, speaking with such intoxicating energy. They make love to the crowd, timid and wavering. Shaky convictions, your three-headed beast will feast on the east, murdering saviors. Stubbornly unsure, savage prisons host the enemies of progress. Authentic illusions, chains of gold. Hungry poor people selling their souls. Passive resistance, slaves in authority. The elite double standard for them and their families. Accepted rejection, big truthful lies. Revolution spreading like a virus of the mind. Overcome with red, ruthless dreams, opposing reality. Coup d'etat started by their distorted imagination. Visions revolting, down with the status quo. Riding into battle on Napoleon's gray horse. I said I'm married to the one who thinks differently. She was the apple in Steve Jobs' eyes. Breathing liberation, imagining nirvana. The death of madness, shattering their lives. Long live the revolution. Culture terrorists, inviting expulsion. Corrupted lenses, distorting all perceptions. Western bin Ladens, destroying convention. Strap bombs of enlightenment, waiting to blow on their chests. Audacious blueprints, architects of truth. Pirates of creativity conspiring with guerrillas. Painting portraits of change and human progress. Overthrowing the ways of the current order. I said painting portraits of change and human progress. Overthrowing the ways of the current order. Corrupted lenses, distorting all perceptions. Western bin Ladens, destroying convention. Long live the revolution. Division. The enemy clawing at the seams, sowing seeds of rebellion and revolution. Violence, by any means necessary, usher in reform. Dark skies, you can smell the coming storm. Chaos, billionaires with sadistic dreams, facilitating problems to profit from the solutions. Silence, no compassion for the millions they are hurting. Wizard of Oz, who's behind the curtain? Collision, dollar junkies and power fiends, playing chess with the lives of millions. Alliance, corporate monsters lusting for control. Ideological adversaries exchanging blows. Sedition, radicals at war with the mainstream. Hanging the middle class on trees of debt. Defiance, he is the dragon's firstborn. The day of lies, you can smell the coming storm. connection eludes me. That's the offspring of hating myself. There's no such thing as instability when you put your reflection up for adoption. Is the fire in us greater than the cold of the world? Or is the whole game rigged for us to destroy ourselves? The bigger the house, the bigger the hole in the soul. The more square feet, the greater distance between us. There's no Heimlich maneuver for the one choking on pain. You just sit there and suffocate alone. Let the wolves pick through the bones. Phone ain't ring in weeks, but they say they love me. Well, if that's love, hate me then so I can breathe. That disease seeks to overtake my mind, but I lost that years ago. To put on this facade each day is nauseating. I went numb driving and saw the road melt into a Dali painting. Have you ever struggled to keep the vehicle in between the lines? Times are dark for the chosen one. Too disgusted to watch from the bleacher seats. Muddy cleats that trample all over the in crowd. Plow over their rejection just to inflict pain on myself. They seek to buy what's never on sale. I seek to fly and do the thinking for myself. Help the stranger that doesn't recognize himself till he sees himself as someone familiar. Now I ask you, would you flirt with you? Do you turn you on? Would you ask you for your phone number? Would you have a deep monogamous relationship with you? See, the one who needs a crowd usually ends up solo. That type of love affair is touch and go. Hadn't spoken years, but Adele said hello. The honesty in her piano wave with compassion, blasting my soul with the mistakes of yesterday. What truths do you have the hardest time acknowledging? Maybe we're both lost on the same track, running like ancient Olympians for glory and gold, trying to pour in ourselves. But there's this massive hole. We spew our self-worth out onto the barren soil. Dying for attention, we murder ourselves for approval. But even at our funeral, they scroll their Facebook news feed, dancing or doing some stupid video for TikTok. Our headstone in the background as they dance with the stars. Bored of this planet, I'm going with Elon to Mars, the red planet, befitting for the one who feels like the red-headed stepchild. Meanwhile, I'll sit here and pretend I'm someone else. Somebody actually worthy of your precious attention. That is, if I can Google map that dimension. Neck, stress, and tension hang around for my emotional lynching. I'm dying to be loved. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal, from living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon. The struggle is real, but you know you were meant for more. That dream that's on the inside of you just won't shut up. Cause you know you were meant for more. You've always been different. They never understood you. They've always doubted you. Cause you're different. But you know something that they don't know. You know to be successful you cannot follow the masses. You gotta be different. And you are bold enough to be you. You've always been different. Success ain't for everybody. B7U Clothing. Wear your identity.